Welcome back to another video. I want to do a quick weekend recap. I also want to go ahead with some of the catalysts that we have this coming week. I also wanted to share with you guys some of my trading strategies that I have this coming week, as well as some open positions that I currently have, as well as this crazy 1000% trade that I accidentally made. So we'll cover all of that in this video. But first off, let's kind of recap what happened this past week just briefly. Obviously, Lucid had that massive deal, but you also had Elon tweeting up a storm this weekend, and not the typical political Elon tweets that we've been getting over the past 2 years. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. But it appears that Elon is back in wartime CEO mode. And why is this important? Is Tesla reports earnings this week. More on that in a bit. But Elon said, but somebody retweeted this video of him saying that he is sleeping in the factory. And this was from years ago. But now Elon 20 hours ago said back to working 7 days a week and sleeping in the office if my kids are away. So Elon was just tweeting a ton about Starship. He was tweeting about XAI. He was tweeting about Tesla, tweeting about Tesla Diner. He was talking about XAI some more. This Tesla Diner is really cool. I'll make a video about that. I'm only about an hour away from it, so I'll definitely go video it. But Elon is really back in this wartime CEO mode. He said, I resisted AI for too long, living in denial. Now it's game on. He tagged XAI, Tesla, and SpaceX. So overall, I'm super excited for Elon to be back. And I think that was probably one of the biggest stories for me this week as somebody that pays attention to the stock market, especially the Mag 7, is seeing that and seeing the progress. I was using Grok a little bit tonight and kind of just doing some forecasting and asking it some questions. It's really good. I think Elon, he's done with politics. And I think one of the biggest wins is that Trump actually looked into canceling some of SpaceX contracts, but other arms of the government said, no, you can't do that. We need them. The Department of Defense, as well as I think the space station needed it. So that's like a quiet win for Elon because Trump was trying to stick it to Elon, but they couldn't cancel the contract. So I think some really positive sentiment and momentum is starting around Elon, and this is going to kind of play into a little bit of my strategy this week. So let's go ahead and cover some of the catalysts that we have this coming week. So obviously we don't have too many catalysts on Monday. So I plan on making a robotaxi video, my thoughts and strategies behind it. And I plan on making a Tesla pre-earnings video Tuesday. I'm going to try to go live 6 a.m. Pacific in the mornings. So if you guys want to join, consider subscribing because I'll try to go live then. And if I trade, it'll be around 6:30. Who knows though? So Tuesday morning is when Fed Chair Powell speaks. I saw one tweet from a non-credible source that says he may consider resigning. I don't think that's true. I don't think Powell's close enough to ending his term. I don't think he wants his legacy to end in a resignation. It was only one source and I didn't see it circulating at all. Usually someone like the Washington Post or New York Times or Wall Street Journal will break that and it'll circulate and go catch like a wildfire, but it didn't. So I would give that like a 1% likelihood chance. I could be wrong. New home sale data comes out Wednesday. July S&P Global Manufacturing PMI data comes out Thursday. June home sales data comes out Thursday. June durable good orders come out on Friday. And then this week, you have 15% of the S&P 500 companies that are reporting earnings. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the earnings reports that I'll be paying attention to and that I'll be covering on this channel. Tesla's reporting on Wednesday, so is Google, Chipotle. You have American Airlines and Southwest. I believe those are on Thursday, and then you also have Intel. Those are the main ones this week that I'll be covering. Let me know down in the comments if there's any earnings that you guys want me to specifically cover or review. I want to go ahead and read the earnings call, look at the quarterly statements. We're going to have a busy week with earnings, so consider subscribing if you guys want to do that. Okay, so now that we have the catalyst we talked about this past weekend, we have the catalyst for this coming week. Let me go ahead and share with you guys my two open positions on my trading account. I just have a super small Robinhood trading account. I'll kind of explain my strategy as I go here, but I just use it. I get it up to $1,000 and I take $500 out and I put it into my long-term brokerage. I just do it because I don't do it for the huge swings. I like the percentages just to kind of see if my hypotheses are right. But let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys really quick. So I just want to record this segment really quickly before we dive into the next section of this video. Anything I share should not be construed as personal investment advice, purely for education and entertainment purposes only. This is not any solicitation to buy or sell any securities whatsoever. Please go talk to your own financial advisor. This is for informational and entertainment purposes only. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. So this is one position that I have open. I usually just buy 1 to 2, maybe 3 contracts at a time in a position. So I purchased this Lucid contract. I purchased it on July 8th and it is July 20th. I purchased it for 12 cents a contract. It is now trading for 29 cents a contract. So I had 141% return on that. So we'll see if Lucid continues to ride or if that momentum is going to bleed out a little bit this week. But nonetheless, it was a good trade. So I might get out of it this week. Who knows? But it's not expiring until 2026. So if the momentum continues to go, we'll let it ride, but I might set some stops to take some profits on this one, maybe at around 100%. We'll see. I don't have anything set quite yet. Okay, now let me go ahead and share with you guys this. I've never had a trade this big before, so it was pretty crazy. So let me go ahead and share this screen with you guys. This is my Opendoor trade. I saw Opendoor trading for really low. They had one day of kind of some insane volume. I don't know what day it was exactly, but I purchased this contract on July 2nd. That is July 15th. Let me go back a little further. July 2nd. I saw they had a little pop up and then they were down the next day and they were trading for literally 13 cents. So I'm like, they have earnings coming up. And with this talk about interest rates coming down, honestly, I'm not going to pretend like I thought too much about it. It was 13 cents for a contract. So I was like, let's buy it and see what happens. I bought it at 13 cents a contract and it is currently $1.50 a contract, over 1,053% return on that purchase. $137 off of what, $13 that I paid for it. Absolutely crazy. So that was one of those ones where I'm like, how much would I have made if? But you can't do that when you trade options. So I may take profits on this one this week, but this one is not expiring until July 2026. So I might set some stops. Maybe I don't know quite yet. I might set them tomorrow. But hey, if they run into earnings to $3, then great. Do I double down? I don't know. Make sure you subscribe because I'll try to cover this live tomorrow. Again, this is just my trading account, not my long-term brokerage account. Let me go ahead and share with you guys my strategy tomorrow. I like to buy calls on the Qs on a weekly basis. So let me go ahead and share with you guys this page. So this is let me see if I can get this to scroll to the top. Okay, so this is just the page to buy QQQ calls. Obviously, you can see buy, call. The page is being a little funny here, so let me see if I can get this to scroll down. So I have the expiration set to July 25th. That's Friday. So their share price is currently, the Q share price is currently 562, I believe. Let me see it, 562 right here, this green line. I'm probably going to buy this contract around 6:30 tomorrow morning. We're going to see what the initial volatility does, but I don't have enough in this account to buy a Tesla call. If I did, I might. But I'll probably just buy a Q call to just diversify my risk a little bit. If I can end up buying a Tesla call, I may do that. But with earnings this week and the positive sentiment, I don't see too many negative catalysts ahead. So I'm going to buy this one expiring Friday, probably tomorrow morning, just one contract. Again, I don't like to put a lot of money because I just like to kind of see if my hypothesis play out rather than just like bet the farm on stuff. So again, my strategy is I kind of get my trading account up to $1,000. I take $500 and I put it in my long-term brokerage account. And that one is mainly sitting in cash right now, just because I want to buy real estate. That's my game plan. Is I like to buy real estate, and then while I'm waiting to buy real estate, I have the money just sitting in a brokerage account in cash or in the Qs, or I usually just have like $500 in a trading account I like to play with to kind of see if my hypothesis play out. I'm not very good at trading, but I try to see if my hypothesis play out. I like to read earnings calls and see what happens. So that's kind of my plan for trading this week. Those are my current open positions in terms of my trading account. And then I have two other brokerages that don't have a ton in them, but they're just very small positions that are diversified across the market. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video in terms of kind of like a summary of this past weekend, kind of get the Sunday scaries out, and then what we have to look forward to this next week, as well as kind of what I'm doing with my money. So I hope you guys have appreciated this. If you guys enjoy it, consider subscribing, consider joining me live tomorrow. Going to be on around 6 to 6:15, hopefully. And then, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks a ton for watching.